team in here. A good record. They've won 10 ball games. They're still young, and our youngsters acquitted themselves quite well in that second game Friday against Southside, even though they lost. And with 10 wins, he'll be going against Rodney Patterson, who's a veteran coach. For some of you around here, that's the brother of Steve Patterson. But Rodney, a great baseball player in his own right. Stepping to the plate, the right fielder, Jacob Walker for Fayette Academy. He wears number 32. He'll be followed by Reed Morris and Thomas Williams. First pitch is a strike. I like the way this umpire works. And we are, again, trying to get our game changer to work for us. We'll get that straightened out, but we'll give you good coverage. No balls, one strike. That one just a little bit. And check this out and see what is up. Check the other game changer. And 2-1 pitch. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Why Jones catching, Walker Ray on the mound, the senior right-hander. Here's the pitch, just missing outside, evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 count, Walker Ray would love to get this first. Well, they say it was outside, so 3-1. Okay, missed the sign there. This one, a number in the air. Second baseman will take it, and our fine second baseman, Reed Cooper, puts that one away, so Walker out on the pop-up. Brings up Reed Morris, the center fielder. Reed Morris wears number 3, plays center field for them. They are dapperly attired in their red and black numbers, not filled in, so you're going to depend on our cameras, even those of you in the stands, to pick off move to first. And the first pitch to the plate, hit out in left field, coming on for it, and making the catch is our left fielder, so 2 away, good start for Walker Ray. Thomas Williams, who is the designated hitter. Chance King, there's a pickoff attempt at first and had him diving back. Of course, the infield will look like J.T. Mullins, who you normally see in the outfield, is playing first base. Reed Cooper, who caught that pop up at second. The shortstop is Austin Kelly, and we'll give you the third baseman. Good pitch right on the dotted line on the outside corner of that plate. And, of course, our third baseman is Zach Creasy. That's a pretty young squad. We know Walker's a senior. White's a junior. Chance is a senior out there, but we've also got some freshmen and sophomores out there. No ball, 1 strike count, 1 out, a runner at first. Here's the pickoff attempt, a little bit of a jump turn throw over there. On deck for the Vikings is Luke Jenkins, the shortstop. So again, Walker Ray has a signal, gives the runner a glance. He's running. This one is hit deep in the outfield. Going back, he'll make the catch and gets the runner. And there are actually 2 outs now. Gets the fly ball out there for the second out, Thomas Williams.
Number
22, Luke Jenkins, the shortstop, comes up there with a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit outside. Walker is actually on first base. We said he popped up, but we'll see. No runs in the first inning, no hits. One runner left on. So at the end of a half inning of play, it's Fayette Academy nothing, with the Eagles of Jackson Christian coming to bat.
She's a gladiator in high heels, always working for a good deal. A friend of clients, she'll find you just what you want. So if you own a home and you need it gone, or if you want a place to be your own, call Kimberly Evans 697-8558.
For RH Equipment, will be at 784-4720.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
We're back here for the bottom of the second, which will send up Walker Ray. The pitcher is the leadoff man. Easton Jones hitting second, playing center field. The third hitter, and you can hear the parabolic mic, and I'm going to have to turn it down just a little bit. You heard that mitt pop. Third hitter in the inning will be Carson Holt, and if needed, Chance King, the right fielder. And Walker Ray is up there. On the mound is Hayden Fly for the Vikings. Yeah, you won't see him hit. He pitches only. They have a designated hitter in there. They're playing Walker Ray straight away, maybe shading in left just a little bit towards center field. First pitch is a ball. You hit one down the line, and you could be running forever right now. Kind of a bunch formation there, if you want to call it like a football term. Ray got under that one. Walker wears number 16 on his jersey. Plays football and basketball also. Chase McLean coaching at third base. He's the head coach. At first base, the veteran Todd Lumley, and in the dugout is dugout coach or bench coach. That one outside is Brian Bullard, who also doubles as a football coach and co-host of the Jackson Christian Sports Show on Tuesday nights in the fall on Worthy Road Studios. And I believe WNWS carried it some too last year on their stream. Pitch is outside, gets away from the catcher, so one of the guys will go back there and get it. 3 balls, 1 strike. Infield at normal depth, third baseman even with the bag at third. Great hamburgers being cooked by Chuck Ray over there for the concession stand. They got great hot dogs, too, here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's high, and they put the leadoff man, Walker Ray, on. Walker Ray, let's see if they send a pinch runner for him. He's a good base runner, but you can have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, and they're going to tell Walker to stay and run the bases. Last night, J.T. Favero, I believe, was the winning pitcher in that victory down at Fayette Academy. This is Easton Jones, the center fielder. Easton waiting the first pitch as Fly will throw from the stretch. Swinging strike, and Easton wanted that one. Hayden Fry, the right-hander. Of course, we said Rodney Patterson and Josh Stevens coach the Vikings team. Josh is the assistant. Jackson Christian picked up a win in the JV game before this. We're waiting results because the girls' game actually started later than we did. That one a strike, so it's an 0-2 count on Easton Jones. Looks like the girls in the first are leading 3-0 over TCA. They already have a victory this year over TCA. They don't play those games like they do the baseball games where you play Monday, Tuesday games. That one outside. Some people say a waste pitch. They were hoping to tease Easton to go after that. Easton made a big catch in the last inning. And you see the pitcher popped up. It gets out of play. We'll do it again with a 1-2 count. Jerry Eskew in attendance here. One of the greats here at Jackson Christian School. Headed this place up. Great football coach. Coached some other sports. David Sisko, the councilman, is here tonight to watch this. We've got a good crowd on hand. It's a great night for baseball. We're glad you're here with us. That one high on Worthy Road Studios Facebook or Jackson Christian's Facebook. Remind you again, the softball team can be picked up on the Booster Club. What a great picture right there by our camera crew and our director. Getting those good shots for you. There's one of our center field. Keep an eye on the stance and how they stride into the ball. Fry ready. Comes to the plate with it. Just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A pretty good base runner on first. Not empowered with blazing speed, but gets a good jump and runs hard. Will they run him since he's pitching? 3-2 pitch. Fry's looking in. The signal has come in from the dugout. Fry at the belt. Looks, comes to the plate. Sky high but out of play. Just don't come through the opening in our mobile studio. You see our beautiful scoreboard out there. You will not get shots like this anywhere from besides Worthy Road Studios. We actually have more cameras on this game than ESPN and the Southeastern Conference Network had on the UT game that was at home a week ago. And safe diving back in there. That was a little better than the calling card move, but this young man Fry has still got an even better move. I've seen him come to first with it before. And that wasn't a bad move right there. He had Walker diving. Walker shortened his lead. Let's see what happens here. 3-2 pitch. And everybody steps out. Mainly the batter, but I don't think the pitcher was ready to deliver. Being held on over at first by Matthew Koss. And we'll check that because I don't believe that is the right and proper name. Kosser. That's what I thought. Now they're going to have a conference. I thought I was right. Sometimes we appreciate the coaches giving us lineups, but we get the last copy of it, and sometimes it's a little light. And that is Matthew Kosser, the first baseman. Now, if somebody wants to, and I'm saying it wrong, it could be Kosar. I've also seen it pronounced Kosar, too. Had a young man played basketball for me in Kingsport, like another throw over, getting some coaching, not just encouragement, but coaching from Todd Lumley, and Todd told him it didn't get by and to stay there with contact to the base. Let's do the 3-2 pitch. Fry checking hard, looking long, brings it to the belt, comes to the plate with it, swinging strike 3. So the first out of the inning. And the runner wasn't running. That brings up the designated hitter, Carson Holt. Holt had a good Friday. I don't know his because of the failure of Game Changer to send us anything. But a great day last Friday for him. Several good hits. Now, the first game, we only had 1 hit out of Walker Ray against the Riverside team, but we played Southside tooth and toenail in that second game. 1 strike to count on the foul off. Behind the plate is Grant Adams for the Vikings. Walker wants to test his arm, doesn't have a big lead, though. And a swinging strike, too. And that one had some juice on it, right down Main Street. Swinging strike. Carson's sister, Carly, is playing first base over in the girls' game, which is still in the first inning. We're ready for the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Could be a 2-ball. Pitcher fumbles it. You see. He'll have to go to first with it. Throws it in time. Score that 1-3, a fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. A runner in scoring position at second base. And the big man, the right fielder, Chance King, the senior linebacker, and I know he's playing right field, but we try to give you as much information as we can. Chance also can play a mean game as a rebounder in basketball. He could put the Eagles on top with a base hit. Walker Ray with a good lead. Second and short, not really worried about him. Let's see if they try to look him back. They'll play a game. There's the second baseman playing a little game with him. And an interesting call for a strike. It was looked outside to me, but guess what? The umpire's got a better look because we're viewing. There's a shot of the plate. Now you're going to get the center field shots. You see Walker Ray, the pitcher, Fry, Chance King, the catcher, Adams, and the umpire. Into the stretch. Checks the runner. They're going. They've got him picked off, and the ball goes awry. An error on the throw. It's got to be. And Walker Ray now is 90 feet away from scoring a run. And he advances. He got picked off then. They did a good job. They faked. Then they snuck in there. Walker had the big lead. So a no ball, 1 strike count to Chance King, the cleanup hitter. If we need him and get a runner on, Wyatt Jones will be up there. Remember, 2 outs in the inning. That one is one of those Artie armpit throws right under the armpits, but not close enough to make the crowd ooh and ah. 1-1 the count. 23, Chance King in there. Outfield is playing him straight away. Infield at normal depth. Third baseman may be back a step. Had the big swing. No contact, though. So now there's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner ever so close. Chance would love to bring this young man in. Walker Ray, the pitcher, down at third. Chase McLean giving instructions to him. Fry gets his signal. Comes to the belt. Or actually to the letters this time. It's in the dirt. Adams tried to block it, gets away. Ray will have to stand up because, man, I saw some extra speed, and Jackson Christian has taken the lead on a wild pitch. So we don't have a hit in the inning, but we have a run, we'll take it. Now, if we had 2 runners on, we could say the deuces are wild because that means that there's a 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out count, no runners on. Chance King wants to make contact now. He's got to protect the plate with 2 strikes. Fry will come from the full windup. Here's the pitch. High, and Chance ducks under it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Great shot of our Jackson Christian dugout. A close-up of Hayden Fry there for a second. Camera crew from Worthy Road Studios. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. A little taken off of it, but behind it on the swing, it was over the fence, but the wrong fence, as my good buddy Michael Mullenix says. It's a foul ball. Right field is the shortest part of this ballpark, but it also has about a 15-foot fence in right field. Center field has about a 12-foot high fence. High pop-up going to right field. The right fielder comes over in foul territory, reaches for it, slides, makes the catch for the out, and ends the inning. And that one was in foul territory. But the Eagles come up with 1 big run on no hits and no one left on base. And the score at the end of 1 inning of play, the Eagles won, the Vikings nothing. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
And a great shot of the entire field as we come back. We're still working on a couple of technical things, but No hits in this contest. Jackson Christian does lead 1-0. Leading off the second for the Vikings is the catcher, Grant Adams. Wears number 7. Had some anxious moments. Did a good job, though, catching. Stuff sometimes you can't block all wild pitches. Ball comes on the ground. That's a softball. Somebody must have fouled one off because if you see the yellow ball out there, softballs in TSS double play are yellow. And they'll return that over to the softball field. And we fouled a few off in their field in the past, too. Get a good look at Walker Ray there. Here's the pitch from Walker. Smashed on the ground. Austin Kelly's got it deep short. Hurls over the first. Nice stretch and pull the trigger, Mr. Umpire. There we go. 6-3 for the first out. Grant Adams hustled down that line. And I'll tell you what, Austin Kelly, the shortstop, gunned one over there. I bet Gary Thompson, his grandfather, is very proud of him. Coming to the plate is Caleb Adams. He's the left fielder. He bats left-handed. And again, you can see the outline. We're wearing the numerals that aren't filled in, but you see on our pictures. And that one gets away from the catcher. It was inside anyway. Sometimes it's tough to read those jerseys like that, but we are looking here as Walker throws it in there. And they say 1-1. If I call the pitches a little early, I look at our camera. Boy, what a good close-up of Walker. And, yes, that's a cross that he has there on his face. Here's the pitch, swinging strike 2, and you saw the breaking ball. Sometimes referred to as a bender. People that throw a lot of curveballs, sometimes they're said to have crooked arms. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Outfield slightly shaded to right. Mighty close right there, but a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Got a text here, no, I don't have a pitch count tonight because Game Changer has failed us. Here's the pitch. It's high and outside. So it makes it 3-2, and something's going to happen on this one. Wyatt Jones will get the signal from the dugout, relay it to Walker Ray. Zach Creasy a little deeper at third. Here's the pitch. Took some off of it. Couldn't get to it, so Fayette Academy has their first hit. Caleb Adams trying to stretch it to 2. Well, do they have him? No, we bobbled it, and he's safe. And even though we bobbled it, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 2-bagger, a double. That was just pure hustle. Now, that was made because he took out like the racehorse secretariat out of the – I mean, he was running hard down the line. And you make those from home to first when you get one like that. You still have to keep the speed up going from first to second. But a hustle play gets a runner in scoring position with only 1 out, and it brings up Caleb Cliff, the fine third baseman for the Vikings. You see them dance in, now break off. They look back. Second man will make his move over. Curveball. They say it must have been a little inside and didn't get the black edge of the plate. One ball, no strike with that runner at second. There is 1 out. Jackson Christian with that 1-run lead. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. It'll get out of play. Don't even bother to give chase anybody. And we'll try to log back in one more time to Game Changer. There's a pitch for a strike on that outside corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strike pitch. Ray comes to the plate with it. Curveball. Oh, it just missed, and you hear some groans out of the crowd there on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's only 1 out. A hustling young man down at second base. Adams is down there with only one out, and he's got speed enough to score. A long look at second, a second look. The hitter calls time because that took a long time, so we'll do the 2-2 pitch with one out over again and that runner at second. Great shot there. You see the beautiful scoreboard. Not getting as many graphics, but it does say Eagles baseball up there today. Of course, we've had a little rain sometimes after the weekend. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Hanging tough is number 13, Caleb Clift, right-handed third baseman. Long time in between pitches, but Walker has his sign. Checks the runner twice. He's giving that little look. He's coming to the plate. Just outside, and that makes it 3-2. Walker usually very efficient. And like I said, we don't have our pitch count tonight like we normally do. And 3-2 pitch on the way to the plate. Wow. They say that one's a ball, so with the walk, that puts runners at first and second. Wyatt Jones getting some signals and also some instructions from the dugout. Brings up number 5, Matthew Kosar, or Kosser. We will have to check pronunciations on that because what was on the lineup, we could not read the last part. We thought it was just part of the name, and I double-checked that. So hitting 8th in the order. Where's number 5? That's a strike. The infield will be at double play depth, too. Not holding the runner on at first because there is a runner at second, but they have plays where you can sneak in behind, either at second or at first. No ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. Kosar, the batter. Swinging strike on the curveball. So a no ball, 2 strike count. This is a big hitter to get for Walker Ray, the pitcher, for the Vikings of Fayette Academy. They would love to see Matthew get on. That would bring up Carson Klein, the second baseman. 0-2 with 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3. And that was a swinging strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Now you have to focus on number 1, the right-handed hitting Carson Klein, the second baseman. Infield, if they can't get the out, they want to make sure they knock it down. Do not let a ball get through. You know that Adams will be running hard, and he proved that when he stretched that into what should have been a single into a double. Eagles lead 1-0. There's only been 1 hit in the ball game, and that is by Adams, Caleb Adams. Nice pitch. Good look from the cameras of Worthy Road Studio. And you'll get different shots, and they'll move it around so you get different looks. Ray's got his sign, comes to the plate with the big high kick, took a little off the curveball, maybe foul tipped it, doesn't matter. It's strike 2. Big pitch here for Walker Ray and the Eagles. Do you go ahead and go after him and try to send one down Main Street, or do you tempt him with a pitch that's just out of the strike zone but almost too tempting to go after, or too tempting to not go after? 0-2, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Ray has his sign. Comes to the plate. Swinging strike 3, and that's the end of the inning. But there were 2 men left on base. And at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, the Eagles lead 1-0 over the Vikings. Let's take a timeout on Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And we are back here. As you see, Todd Lumley stride by and then slow down a little bit. He wanted to get out of the way of the warm-up pitches. Hayden Fry on the mound, Adams catching. Eagles lead after only one at bat for them. Fayette Academy's had two. They lead 1-0. We haven't had a hit, and Caleb Adams has had the only hit in the ball game. We kind of manufactured a run of sorts when a failed pickoff play sent a runner home, and then a pass ball, or actually sent him to third. And here's Wyatt Jones, the catcher for the Eagles up there. Wyatt Jones also a tough linebacker in football time. Very nice young man. We've had him on the Tuesday night show from Hub City Deli before, too, that Jackson Christian puts on. Many people imitate it, but it cannot be duplicated. Outside to Wyatt Jones. We'll remind everybody any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest is prohibited without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios. Fouled off for strike one, evens the count at 1-1. Straight away for Fayette Academy at all positions, deep at short. Second baseman back right in front of the grass a little bit. Jones would like to hit one down that left field line, though. That one is high release point. Fry runs the count to 2-1. We'll tell you from the softball game, Jackson Christian is leading Trinity Christian 8-0 in the top of the third. Pitch is outside, and Wyatt Jones, he'll take a walk, an error, base hit, whatever. He just wants to get on and help his team. A fine young man here, the catcher. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fouled off and runs the count full at 3-2. We'll have to get a little help on the foul ball down the line there, because you can't play ball till they clean the ball off of that, down that left field line. Somebody from the dugout hustling down to get it. Three-two. Fry's ready. Comes to the plate with it. Fouled off again. We'll do it over again. White dipped his shoulder just a little more than he wanted to. We've even got a Doberman watching the game here, a sweet animal. I wish he'd come and help me broadcast. And, I know it's one of the Favera boys over there with his Doberman. I believe I'd let his dog help me broadcast. That's a good dog. And we're ready for the 3-2 pitch again. Here it comes. Up in the air, sky high, wants to draw rain. The catcher gets under it, moves over, and makes a nice catch because he had to move a little bit. So a foul out to the catcher for the first out of the inning brings up the third baseman, Zach Creasy, who also doubles as a point guard. Now, I know that animals like sports, because my cat, Gizmo, instead of listening to me right now, I hate to admit this, probably listening to my good friend Seabass, though. He likes sports talk shows. We'll watch NFL football, but we have different animals come to the park. There's a strike. That one had a little juice on it. Fry throws a strike. One out in the inning. Zach Creasy, the right-handed third baseman, kind of back in the box. That one is outside, gets a good look at it. Good look at Hayden Fry there. Welcome some of you Fayette Academy fans. A lot of good people down that way too. And all of our Jackson Christian Network, we love you. Swinging strike. Zach didn't get cheated, but he didn't make contact. Now, he would love to make contact right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fry shakes the first sign off. He likes the second one. He comes to the plate with it up in the air. First baseman gives chase. Looking, finds the fence, and it's going to be about 15 feet up on the hill. So a foul ball, and guess what? Instant replay. Not on our cameras, but we'll do it again. Great night for baseball here at Mural Hass Field. Seen a lot of great people here. Saw Candace Rowland, whose son Blake plays on the team. She's also my nurse practitioner here. Here's the pitch. Oh, they're going to say he went around. He was trying to hold up, but he went kind of that corkscrew type move for the second out. J.T. Mullins, the first baseman, hitting 7th, wearing 7, comes to the plate. For baseball historians, he's wearing Mickey Mantle's old number. If you are newer than that and don't know who Mickey Mantle is, check the Hall of Fame out. Many other people have worn 7 also, but there's 2 outs in the inning, no base runners. Hayden Fry, other than time is called, Hayden has worked a good ball game other than there was a botched pickoff play, then a pass ball, or actually it was a wild pitch according to the scoring sheet. The wild pitch got the run home. Only 1 hit in the ball game, and that one is outside for a ball. It's bottom of the 3rd over at the softball game, and the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles are still leading 8-0. That one's a ball inside. Not really true chin music, just I threw it inside. I can do that. And pitchers need to work that inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Let folks know that you're in charge when you're on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one is ball 3, 3-0. Got blocked off. I was going to see if Chase McLean had him take. Could be the automatic take, and they don't even give a sign on that. 3-0, 2 outs. Fry's pitch right down Main Street, and JT thought it was a ball. He threw the bat away. Umpire's not real disturbed, but some umpires, most tolerate it and give you the benefit of the doubt. There's a few that don't. This young man umpiring seems to not let it bother him. 3-1 pitch on the way. It's high. We've got a runner at first, and it is J.T. Mullins. J.T. at first base tonight. I know you're familiar with him being in the outfield, but a little bit different lineup. Walker's been playing a lot of first base, Chance King in right field. Now that brings up Austin Kelly, the fine athletic shortstop, also plays a mean quarterback too. Last year he was the backup to Gage Boykin. He's very capable, has a little wider stance. You'll see it the next time we have a side shot. That one's outside. And Austin Kelly at bat. Good graphics. You only get those kind of graphics in high school baseball on Worthy Road Studios. And, of course, we do football, basketball, baseball, soccer, softball, weddings, funerals, church services, boxing matches, rodeos. Here is the 1-ball pitch outside. So Fry has missed on the last 3 pitches. Now it's only a 2-ball count because one of the balls was on J.T. Mullins that got him down to first with a walk. 2 outs and a runner on first. Austin Kelly, and that one's a strike. Austin looked it over and got some instruction from Brian Bullard, who's a fine bench coach, dugout coach if you prefer that term. Good coaching staff here at Jackson Christian. We won the JV game earlier, won yesterday over Fayette Academy. And here's the pitch, swinging strike, and Austin was going for the downs. If he makes contact with that one, it's out of here. But you know the old saying, if a frog had a hip pocket, he'd tote a gun, carry credit cards, and have money too. And I don't know of any frogs with credit cards or money. But a good hitter and a good athlete. There's the throw to first. They nearly got him. It was closer, but the ball got away. Austin, like I said, a fine athlete, great coordination. We'll do the 2-ball, 2-strike, 2-out pitch with a runner at first. And again, they throw to first. They feel like something's going. Now, right now might be a good time for Chase to run him. That's up to him, though. He knows his player speed. He's at practice. He's watched him at every game. We only get to see him at home games and down at Freed Hardeman. Here's the pitch. Runner was going. It's going to be fouled out of play. JT will have to come back. That's good baseball out of Chase McLean. They've thrown over there 2 times. And unless they're going to pitch out, the odds of them throwing the third time over there, unless JT just gets a humongous lead at the cutout or on the other side of the cutout, they weren't going to do it, and that's the time to run the guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Good man at the plate, Austin Kelly. And they're going to go to first. And they throw that one away. They have a shot at Austin because it bounced right back to the first baseman, and they do get him. And that's not Austin, that is JT, but they got him. That would go 1-3-5. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we left no runners on base. At the end of 2 full innings of play, Jackson Christian 1. Fayette Academy nothing. We'll be back on the Jackson Christian and Worthy Road Studios Baseball Network.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Now we're back. I jumped the gun. I timed it on myself, and sometimes us old radio people, even though we're streaming, we back time things. And this brings back the top of the order, Jacob Walker, who was on in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 unofficially. And since we don't have game changer, all our stats are unofficial tonight. Here's Walker Ray's pitch. He shows bunt. And that one, the angle of it where it hit the bat was going to take it in the ground and take it into foul territory. Bunting, such a science. Young man offered quite well, looked good. Sometimes, especially if you're throwing a curve, got any type of breaking in your fastball with some movement, if it gets on the underside of the bat, it will go down like that. So 1 strike count. Third baseman did not come up to the grass, so he doesn't believe bunt. He wasn't. He was swinging away. And that one is a foul ball. No. And I know what happened in the first inning. Catcher's interference. That's the reason they would send you to first base. Catcher's interference. And we missed that because we were writing the scorebook because when he popped up, we thought that Reed Cooper had had it. And so, again, Jacob Walker's on with catcher's interference, and that's twice. Even though Wyatt likes catching, he's in a good spot. If now they're bunting, Wyatt's going to have to take it. He fumbles it, and we'll get nobody out of it, and we still don't have a handle on it. So I don't know. We'll check and see how the official score has it because, again, we don't have our game changer. I would call it a E2, and it looks like the scoreboard is going to agree with me. E2, and now this puts Jackson Christian in precarious position with 2 runners on, and even though they lead, it brings up Thomas Williams, who hit a tremendously high fly ball to center field his first time up, and behind him the cleanup man, Luke Jenkins. Williams is a strong young man, hits from back deep in the box. No outs in the inning. Jackson Christian double play depth. Curveball, got it. Got that corner. The hitter really looks at that corner. But 2 catcher's interferences, and like I said, if I'm White, I back up a little bit because the hitter, Wallace, I think I know what he's doing to do that. And he's not necessarily doing it intentionally, but you can hit that catcher's mitt sometimes, especially if you lean back a little bit while the pitch is coming. There's another curveball. I think it's a strike, and the umpire says, Coach, you're right. No balls, 2 strikes. Walker Ray in a little bit of trouble here. 2 runners on with no outs. Got Thomas Williams, the designated hitter, up there, and he just looks like a hitter. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Just missing outside. It was the number 1 fastball, and a lot of people thought that maybe he had him. Crowd got a little silent after that one. So 1-2 with runners on first and second. Infield, again, we'll remind you, double play depth straight away in the outfield. Ray checks second. Checks again. We're sneaking in behind. We're going. They're stealing. It's a curveball, and it was the perfect pitch to steal on. So a stolen base, and now runners at second and third with the stolen base. No outs. Infield is going to stay back, and looks like they're going to give up a run for an out. Now Walker really needs to strike out Walker Ray. He's got 2 in the contest. Hit on the ground foul down that first baseline, and we'll have to have a little help because there'll be a loose ball down the first baseline. Fayette Academy is going to send one of their young men after it. Caleb Clift is going to help out. 13-0, Jackson Christian leads in the bottom of the third. Now, I believe, unless there's a coach's agreement, those games have to go 5 innings. Unless it's a 20-4, I believe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one gets away. It'll be 3-2, and hustling after it, Wyatt Jones. And good decision by Jacob Walker not to come home because the bounce brought it back to Wyatt pretty quick. Walker Ray coming to cover. I think Wyatt might have, could have. That's really good English. English teachers ignore me when you say stuff like that. Wyatt probably could have got there in time to have tagged the runner out. 3-2 pitch, very important. Need to get this one, not load the bases. Walker checks that runner at third. Going to high kick. This one, it may get down even if – no, it's going to get down. 1 run streaking to the plate. The second run coming towards the plate. And the first runner decides he's going to tag home with just 1 finger down. The double scores 2 RBIs for Thomas Williams. Second runner tagged the plate in the normal way of putting your foot on it. Now coming to the plate, the shortstop, Luke Jenkins. He grounded out second to first. 2 runs are in, and Fayette Academy has the lead. Let's see if they check and see. They're going to check with the umpire, and they say ring him up, strike 1. Somebody didn't agree with that one. It was sitting on the Fayette Academy side. And Ray checking. He's got a 1 strike count. He'll pitch out of the stretch. Second baseman lets the runner know he's there. Swinging, strike 2. That was the good bender, the good curveball. No ball, 2 strike. No out pitch with that runner on second. Popped foul over the right field dugout. We'll get a new baseball. 13-0, the Jackson Christian Young Ladies lead going into the top of the 4th over Trinity Christian Academy in softball. That game on the Booster Club Facebook. 2 strike pitch. Just high. Outfield straight away. Jack Collins stretched a little bit in left field. You get tired standing out there, and you got to move a little bit, and Jack, that was wise to do that. Walker Ray went to check with the plate, and the hitter steps out. The hitter is Luke Jenkins, the shortstop, and again, we'll remind you there are no outs in the inning. Williams just plated two RBIs with that big double. Here's the pitch. Got him. Third strikeout. Only the first out of the inning. Brings up Grant Adams, the catcher.
Now batting number 7, Grant Palmer.
He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Strike one to count. That was the breaking ball again. Thrown at a little deeper and lower angle. Runner at second, and that's scoring position. That's a good runner. And Williams at second. Has experience. Drill to left field. It's going to get down. Gets away from the left fielder. Let's see if they send him. They are going to send him. And the third run of the inning will score after it's a hit. And I'm going to say an error on the left fielder for not handling that one. That may be hard, but the error allowed the base runner. It's a hit. It's a single. Got to second on the error. So the third run of the inning's in, and that brings up Caleb Adams, the left-handed hitting left fielder, who hustled himself into a double the last time. Up at the front of the box, if you can see the lines and stuff. Of course, we got our center field shot now. But you can see he's up a little bit. See the runner at second. Worthy Road Studios brings you a multiplicity of shots. Here's the pitch. Strike, and that's the way you tie up those hands. He couldn't extend. He might have wanted that one, and sometimes but if he had extended and tried to get it, it would have tied him up, and he would have pulled it foul or either hit a dribbler down to the first baseline. No balls, one strike. Caleb Adams, the hitter. 3 runs are in the inning. On a couple of hits. And an error, and there's a strike 2. Now, not all of these runs are earned either. Caleb Adams wants to make contact right here. Move back just a hair at the plate. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Curveball outside, and it was a bender. It was spinning. Didn't come back in and sneak back in, catch that corner over on the outside part. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second, and Adams steps out. Umpire calls time. Eagles deep at first. Shading right field a couple of steps is the center fielder, Easton Jones. Jack Collins in left playing straight away. Infield is deep. They check the runner at second time. And the pitch fouled off. Dropped that shoulder a little bit, I'm sure, when he looks at the film of this game. And there will be excellent film footage of this contest on YouTube tonight. Paul Schultze and staff will archive this game. Like I said, I've got a great director tonight, some great camera people. Paul Schultze, the executive director. Looks like Steve Beverly down at the other field. He'll be there a while longer. It's now in the bottom of the 4th with it 13-0. A lot of stillness. Third check, and now they call time. And usually if the pitcher gives that third look at him, even if it's a glancing look, the hitter will step out. Adams in the box, but he's got his back foot right on that back line. He's a left-handed hitter, slightly open stance. 1-2. Just missing, and you heard one of the Jackson Christian fans holler out, great pitch. Wasn't bad, but the man in blue down there has the better look. He is right there on the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner at second. Walker Ray on the mound, Wyatt Jones catching, and the hitter, Caleb Adams, the left fielder, had a double his first time up. Foul that one off, hanging tough up there. Caleb hits 6 in the lineup, but I can tell you right now, I've seen his mechanics, and he is a good hitter. Coached by Rodney Patterson, the head coach. Our head coach is Chase McLean. Both teams have fine assistants. We'll talk about them a little bit later. We come into this game with 10 wins. Have 1 tie on the season in one of those time limit games. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike. That is a big out right there. There are 2 outs in the inning, both of them coming on strikeouts. Caleb Cliff, the third baseman, comes up there. He walked his last time up, was left stranded at first base. He's got a chance, though, to knock a run in. So Caleb Cliff, the third baseman. Ray goes into the stretch, checks the runner once, checks him twice. Jump turn, they throw, and Walker was smart to kind of hold up a little bit. I think we didn't communicate on covering quick enough, but it still let the runner know, we know you're there. Don't get too big a lead. And you can always fake. You don't have to throw to second. And there we go. We just hold him close because we don't need an error here. Now, the scoreboard only shows 1 error. I guarantee you out and left we did have an error. It was a single and error. That's not a double. Runner coming home. Runner would have scored anyway. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Out of play. We'll do it again. 1 strike now the count on the third baseman, Caleb Cliff. A little bit cool tonight. Tell you how to warm up. Go over and get one of those great burgers at the concession stand. They are worth the price of admission. The baseball is also worth the price of admission. Game will be archived, and here comes the pitch. Just missing, and I mean just missing. Be archived on YouTube tonight, as will the softball game. They are in the top of the 5th, and this will be Trinity's last at bat unless they can score 4 runs, because the Jackson Christian girls have a 13-0 lead in softball over there, and after 5, all you got to do is have a 10-run lead. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, and you heard it right on the parabolic mic. I have no hearing now, but it did. The parabolic mic did its job. It picks up a lot of the sounds here at the baseball. That's not any scratching or mumbling or anything. That's the sounds of the ballpark that you hear in the background. And when it hits as close as it did then, you get to hear it all the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. Clift at the plate. Adams at second. Now we have time again. It's 7:34 if some of y'all are keeping time. We played 1 hour and 4 minutes. I know some people like to say, Coach, why don't you give the time? Well, we're trying. 1-2. Ray checking. Checks again. Second baseman comes over, gets back. The pitch in the dirt. Jones blocks it. Second game being played on this field today. We had a JV game of which Jackson Christian won. 5th inning hasn't started yet down at the softball diamond. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, but only 1 runner on. Here's Walker Ray's pitch to the plate. Just missing. And Walker's hat flies off. Sometimes it does when he comes off to the right side of the mound. And now the question And I'm glad Chase has to call the pitch. Do you throw the number 1 down Main Street, or do you break a curve off right here? Walker's bender has been pretty good. Clift will be on his toes. He knows he must protect the plate. First base coach gives him some instruction there. The 3-2 pitch, and they call time. Walker very deliberate, trying to keep those runners close. And it looks like JT and the Fayette Academy's first base coach having a very nice, friendly conversation. It is friendly. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Ball 4. So now you got runners at first and second. 2 outs. And Cliff had a very good at bat. I agree with the fan that said that. He made him work hard and throw a lot of. Kosar coming to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the contest. Again, runners at first and second. Really want to get this one. Don't want to go to the top of the order again. You got the 8th place and 9th place that could hit. There are 2 outs. Swinging strike 1 over that right corner of the plate. Would have probably been a strike anyway. Kosar, the first baseman, the right-hander. Ray ready for his second pitch with the 1 strike count. Here's the pitch, the curveball, strike 2. Now you see on the Worthy Road pictures, we have our great scoreboard camera that gets the scoreboard on there with the ball strike count, even though we continue to call them. You can see we've got the place that shows there's 2 runners on, 1 on first and second. Always check this out. Snookums and Steakhouse, one of our sponsors. Deaton's Carpet 1. Also, Kimberly Evans with the Hickman Realty Group. The pitch just missing. 1-2 the count. And, of course, the Blacksmith, downtown Jackson. Race Clips, who also cuts Paul Schultze, Seabass, and many other people's hair. They love going there. I think they're going to name a haircut after Paul and our good buddy Seabass. The pitch, hit up in the air, a little drift foul. First baseman gives small chase and comes back. So it stays at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Infield at normal depth. Now, again, if they can't make the play, they must knock the ball down, not let it get into the outfield. Chance King playing a very shallow right field out there. Easton Jones in center. Swinging strike 3 for the 3rd out of the inning. Fayette Academy picked up 3 big runs on 2 hits, left 2 runners on. The score at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, Fayette Academy 3, Jackson Christian 1. Let's take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Southern Family Dentistry also helps bring you this contest. And you know Nathan Nash, former star football player here, his son Tacker Nash picked up a National Football Foundation award from the Memphis chapter last night. And the former football coach here, Brian Stewart, also got an award. Coming up in the bottom of the third. Austin Kelly was at the plate when we got the runner picked off. Austin, the shortstop. 13-1 in the fifth with 2 outs, though, down at the – and if, again, TCA doesn't get 3 runs down there, that game's over. This one is outside for ball 2. And Austin would say, I'll take a walk, error, a base hit, get hit with a pitch. I just want to get on. Fine young athlete, capable of running if he gets on base. 2 balls, no strikes. Fry ready with the pitch. Hit him, and he, you notice he took it fine. Of course, they've got those protective elbow things on, and no, Gary, and that's his grandfather, Austin, is not hurt. He taking hard hits in football, too. So a runner at first after a hit pitch. And that brings up Reed Cooper. So we got a big hit pitch there, and I need to write that properly in my book. Reed is very capable bunter. Let's see if that's what he's doing here or if he's hitting away. Reed, a fine fielding second baseman. And he is bunting. Laid down a little harder than he wanted to, and they're going to go to second, and I believe they got the runner. They're going to punch the runner out. You got to move it either down the first or the third baseline. That one went back to, and you heard how hard it pinged off the bat. So Cooper's on with a fielder's choice. 1 out. Walker Ray can help his own cause. He trails by 2 now, and Jackson Christian does not have a hit off Hayden Fry. Here's the pitch, the curveball. Looked pretty good, and it was a strike. Walker, he's a fair man. He knew it. Paul Schulte to my left, just busy. Has a cat covering up on a hot tin roof working here to make the broadcast smooth. 1 strike to count with 1 out. Runner at first. Infield at double play depth, although the shortstop hasn't shortened up. Second baseman is definitely at double play depth. Walker steps out again. See a good shot. See Coach Bullard over there for a moment. There's Hayden Fry, the catcher Adams, and the hitter Walker Ray along with the umpire. There's the pitch, and it was right on the outside edge. So Walker Ray in the hole, 0-2. The senior would like nothing better than to get on base right here. Big third inning for Fayette Academy in that top half of the third with 3 runs and 2 hits. Had some walks in that inning, an error. Here's a ground ball. It's going to be too slow to get to. They'll have to go to first for the out. It advances the runner. So a fielder's choice. Go 4-3 for the second out. The runner, Cooper, advances to second. He's in scoring position, but it'll take a 2-out hit from Easton Jones, who comes to the plate 0 for 1. 0 for 1 for Easton Jones. I had to repeat that because with the parabolic mic, sometimes they're louder than I am. Fry's first pitch, the curveball, hitting the left field. Will it get down is the only question. They're going to send him on. Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off by the third baseman, and it's 3-2. Everybody did what they're supposed to, but the hustling, and was that Walker Ray? No, that wasn't Walker. Who was running for him? We'll have to check the lineup card. That was actually Reed Cooper because Walker had grounded out. Reed Cooper scores that run. Read your scorebook, Coach. And that is our first hit. And Easton Jones comes through with a big single, gets us back to within 1 run. Now, normally in this situation, Carson Holt would be hitting. This is, this looks like Andrew Potts. Andrew Potts wears number 4, plays second, can pitch. He will be batting here in the third. We'll have to check on Carson. Of course, you know he's still recovering from that foot injury. Nice lead down at first by Easton. Being held on over there by Kosar. Boy, a nice fastball, but just missing outside. If Fry can throw his number 1, I think he wanted that one. I can tell by some movements and stuff, and I would have too if I was him. Throwing out of the stretch, which normally takes a little bit off of your fastball. 1 ball pitch is ball 2. 2 outs, so anything that touches the bat, the runner will be off with the crack of the bat, or actually the ping in this case, since they are aluminum bats. Learned something over the weekend in college. There's 3 types bats they can wear or use. 3-0 the count to Andrew Potts. Betty's got the automatic take sign on right here. They have composite bats. Of course, they have the aluminum bats. And then there's one other that I don't have the name of it with me. I'm not familiar with it. That one is a strike. Really followed through well on the mound, Hayden Fry. And if he watches this game, and some of the young men from Fayette Academy indicated they had watched our Friday games of Jackson Christian on this network. 3-1 count. They said they were going to watch the YouTube when it's, and there's some people at home. Again, this one is on the Facebook page of Jackson Christian. 13-1 your final, and they walk Potts. And we got runners at first and second. And striding to the plate is a young man that if he does make connection, he can actually send us ahead. He's got the power to send it all the way the wall and get 2 runs, and you know that Andrew Potts will be digging for the exits as the second runner. Chance King, the cleanup man in right field. He fouled that one off and kept that head in there that time. He'd love to have that pitch back. Now he's down 1 strike. No balls in the count. It's nothing in 1. Third baseman about 2 steps behind the bag and off the line a little bit. Deep at short. Second baseman is the one that holds it on. Now, Chance can hit the right field sometimes. Just got a piece of that when he really was hanging tough. That was outside, and he pulled it foul, even though it was a little bit outside. May have been a curveball, and I just didn't pick the spin up on it. Don't forget about Dynamics. They train people, but they also take good care of the athletes here at Jackson's Christian School and other schools. That's Dynamics. Go by and get some help from them. One of our proud sponsors. Pitch in the ground. It'll get away. The runners will advance, taking the force off, and it's a 1 2 strike count. So we got runners at second and third. 2 outs. Chance King, the cleanup hitter, up there to bat. Of course, Mitchell's Body Shop, another great place. They hope you don't have a wreck, but if you do, and trust me, I had a car that should have been totaled. They were able to fix it and fix it well, and you never knew it had ever been hit, and it rode like it had never been hit. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to the plate. Outside, gets away, streaking towards the plate. Will he get down and safe? Sliding in there. What a great job right there by the runner, Easton Jones. And this is a tie ball game. Potts all the way to third. It's a 2 2 strike, 2 out count. We still only have 1 hit in the contest. Fayette Academy has 3. Chance King's got a chance to make some hay while the sun is shining, although the sun is gone in tonight, but that's an old expression. Center fielder shading him about a step to right field. Straight away in left, straight away in right field. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, and that one a great job by Adams, the catcher. If you've ever seen one of those Indian rubber men at the fair or circuses and things like that, he was very flexible then to block that pitch. Good job by their catcher. There's a great shot of Andrew Potts. Drew a walk. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs on the way. Fouled off, and we get to do it again. Chance saw it, but I know he would have liked to kept that eye on the ball just a little more, keep that head down. But it's not like some hitters that pull their heads out of there. But you want to get a good look. Hank Aaron used to say, see the ball hit the bat. Best hitting instructions there are is see it, hit it, because sometimes you can overcoach people at the plate. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Runner on third. Fry out of the stretch. And Chance King decides he's going to step out. I would like to have I'd take a quarter for every time somebody stepped out of the box tonight. 3-2 pitch, low, and walked him. Runners at first and third. Having to take his shin guards off is the catcher, Wyatt Jones, the junior, ready to come to the plate. Of course, Chance King, a senior, has played several sports here. Wyatt Jones, who is a very capable hitter. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Maybe having trouble getting one of his shin guards off, or is it the shin guards pulled on his shoestring? Sometimes you have to make little alterations to the shoestrings. No, it was the shin guard. You know, Coach Brian Bull, I believe Coach Bull, as they call him, can do just about anything. Whole lot of signals from Chase McLean down there at third base. I didn't watch the series of signals, so it'll be interesting. First and third with 2 outs. Do they throw through? Do you run Chance King? Now, this isn't football. If it's football, I'd have Chance going. Not sure, but with first and third, do you draw the throw and try to get in a rundown to take the lead? They go to first base. There's the old fake to third, step off, and you can go to first. There's no balk in there. There are a lot of different pickoff play combinations. That's one you see quite a bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Still no pitches to Wyatt Jones, the fine catcher of Jackson Christian. Steve Beverly will be here with us in a moment. That game ended up 13-1. The Jackson Christian girls keep winning. And they've got a great record. I think that was their 20th win. Steve can tell us that when he gets here. 1 ball, no strike, first and third. Let's see if King's running. I haven't seen a shift in his weight yet. He may be playing it safe. He's got a small lead, and he's not running. It's high. 2 balls, no strikes. If we get a shot of first base sometime, there he is. He's on the base now, but he'll take a lead. Check and see and check his weight out and see whether it's leaning or not. Sometimes there's a one-way, sometimes there's a 2-way lead. Fry on the mound with a 2-ball count. The curveball is high. And then you can see that one high. It's 3-0. Don't think you'll be running King right here on a 3-0 pitch and take a chance on a throw him out, because there are 2 outs in the inning. Does Wyatt Jones have the green light, or does he have the automatic take? Let's see what happens. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners first and third. Wyatt Jones against Fry. They fake the third and go to first. That one was legal, and he cut a little time off of that one. Keep an eye on it. Fry's crafty on that mound. Good shot from the center field cameras of Worthy Road Studios. 3 balls, no strikes. Fry comes to the plate. It's in the dirt. It's ball 4. No, and the runner wisely comes back, and I heard some people hollering, no, no, no. Catcher Adams pounced all over it. Bases jammed. Ducks on the pond. No place to put anybody. Thought maybe, and yes, here it comes when I said I thought maybe we would see an appearance by the coach. They're going to come out and try to settle this young man down. Here is Steve Beverly. Steve only got the lineup for 1 in there. And Steve just had a big 13-1 5-inning game. Maggie Richardson, it looks like, must have mowed him down. She had a 3-hitter. Very good pitcher. We were at the state tournament last year. That was our 20th win, right?
That's right, 20-6. She had it was a 3-hitter, and you had Trinity Brooks 5 RBIs. She had 2 doubles and a triple. In fact, she opened the game with a triple.
We got a tie ball game here. Bases jammed, Ducks on the pond, and at the plate, the one and only Zach Creasy. Zach playing third base. He's 0 for 1. Nice pitch for a strike there. That's one, and you don't want to swing at that one because you'd only get a weak hit, probably a ground out of it. Now, if you could hit and use your inside-out swing and take it to right field, you might have something going. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Sacks jammed. Fry on the mound. He's only given up 1 hit, but walks have killed him. Outside. And I wish we could get the camera on Steve. He is riding faster than a speeding bullet. I'm waiting for him to tear his shirt off and there be a Superman shirt under there.
It might say NWO instead of
NWO. Oh, me. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike. Nice cut. Kind of took his eye off of it, pulled his head down that third baseline. Zach Creasy could make it happen. Now he's behind. He's got to guard the plate. 1 ball, 2 strike counts. You see it on our great scoreboard on Worthy Road Studios. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3, and we send 8 to the plate. We tie the contest up, pick up our first hit in the game. So at the end of 3 innings of play, it's Jackson Christian 3 and the Vikings of Fayette Academy 3. We'll be back on the Worthy Road Studios Network after this.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story.
Go Eagles!
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Coach Joe Holloway and Steve Beverly here with you. We're going into the top of the 4th. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Fayette Academy Vikings. 3 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Although I will have in my scorebook 2 errors because the left fielder, there was a single and an error, and I think they scored it doubly, and it was not a double.
a generous call, shall we say.
Very generous. You probably got 5% interest, something that doesn't happen around here. Advancing to the plate, number 1, Carson Klein, the second baseman, and the bender gets in there. For the folks that are new to the broadcast, sometimes instead of saying the curve or breaking ball, I say bender. Mine was a bender only because my arm bent when I threw it. The 1-strike pitch from Walker Ray, another one of those curve balls, and this one he pulled the string on it a little bit. Klein is 0 for 1 at the plate. Has fielded second base well. The no-ball 2-strike pitch from the senior Walker Ray. Just missing. Tempting, but good eye by Klein. Nice pitcher's duels in some respects. Take some of the walks out of it and the errors, and you got a real good ball game. There's one popped to the shortstop. Actually, it's more of a line drive, a soft line drive for the first out. Put a line over 6 is how you would score it in your scorebook, and go to the top of the order. And the ever dangerous Jacob Walker, he has been on twice by catcher's interference.
How many times will you ever see that happen twice in one game?
How many times? I haven't seen catcher's interference all year till now. Now, I saw it a couple of times last year. I think what happens is sometimes when he goes to hit, he has a little backward movement before he comes forward. I suspect Wyatt Jones will move a little further back. And a strike. Boy, that pitch, you couldn't have touched it no matter what. Good pitch, though, by Walker Ray with 1 out. Top of the order is up there. Walker scored. He's officially 0 for 0, swinging strike 2. Again, Walker's changing speeds on the pitchers a little bit, Steve.
Well, the thing about it is, after you give up 3 in an inning like that, it's just whatever you can do to get settled down.
Absolutely.
And I think he's a lot more comfortable now that he's been able to get that first runner out here in this inning.
The release point a little high, and you see him fall off the right side of the mound more than he normally does. Now, if warm-up ball got loose down in the bullpen, we'll have a timeout. Now, the bullpen on the visitor side is inside the fence instead of outside because I don't think you'd want to warm up and we don't have a shot. We got rolling hills on the outside of the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him. I called that one a little quick, didn't I, Steve?
You did, but you saw that one coming, Joe.
Yes, I did. that one backwards K there for the strikeout, the second out of the inning. And folks, I apologize for that, because sometimes, having been an old coach, having played this game, sometimes you see things coming. It's like throwing a brick at somebody. When it hits you, you know it. That one's outside. 1 ball the count. Reed Morris, the center fielder up there. He was on base on an error. He is 0 for 2 officially. He has a stolen base and a 1-1 count, Steve. We're going to get Steve some innings in here in a moment, but he's already done a full ball game. Oh, the bender there.
Yes, sir. That was right down in there.
Do you think I like curveballs a little bit?
Yes,
Just
of
a little bit.
course.
Well, my fastball had 3 speeds, and we'll tell you about that in a minute. But this is Walker Ray that we're focusing on. Walker's pitch through the number 1 in there, the big hop to Reed Cooper. Reed over to first for the 3rd out, and I get to do one of my favorite things. I get to say no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. The score at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, it's all tied up. We'll be back on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Baseball Network.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Southern Family Dentistry provides a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to full dental reconstruction and now prepless veneers, they're there when you need them. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook or call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry. We want to make you smile.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And, Steve, we had that big 13-1 game over at the softball field. We're trying to figure out who hit the home run, and unfortunately all I've got is some partial. Let's see if I can get a recap. Now, my game changer worked for your game.
See, that's an amazing thing about it.
Richardson with the win over there. And
she scattered 3 hits, and it was a gem of a performance.
And McKinley Arnold had a big hit. I know she's the catcher, and that young lady can hit them out of here or hit them off the fence. And up to plate is number 7 himself, J.T. Mullins. J.T. had a walk back in the second, and he is officially 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Austin Kelly and Reed Cooper. There's the curveball, but I think it was 2 inside, Steve. Now, is that his running gloves in his hip pocket?
It's what it looks like.
I know they don't let you have.
It's usually the darker color when they're on the bases.
Here's the pitch, the 1-1. That's a strike.
Beautiful pitch.
1-2. And I know one thing, because TSSAA doesn't allow tobacco out there, so it's not it's not a Big Chaw Red Man or anything like that.
No, none of that, and it's not Pete Sweet Snuff.
Oh, gosh. You remember Bull of the Woods chewing?
Yeah, Hoss, he's the boss.
Yes.
That used to be they sponsored the Wilburn Brothers show every Saturday.
Yeah. And, folks, you do get a dose of old time. For you young people out there, we're not.
You don't know a thing we're talking about.
Yeah, you're not senile. We're just remembering the past a little bit. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Good job by JT of hanging in there. JT's at first tonight. Normally he's in the outfield.
That's unusual. Yeah, I was noticing
Well,
that.
they got Chance in right field, and they wanted to leave Zach at third, and Austin Kelly's playing shortstop. He's already gunned one guy down from out there and caught that soft liner a minute ago. We're going to do the 1-2 pitch again, Steve. Deja vu. Here we go. Great eye, better than mine. I've watched Groundhog, one of the movie channels I get. It's been shown about 10 times. I think I've seen it 8 times.
There's some point that I had to finally let it go, Joe, but it is a favorite movie of mine.
Here's the pitch. Foul that one off. That one was a high one.
That looked like one of these that you try to wham at when you're in the 4th grade and you're just trying to reach up high, and he did to keep it alive.
And first time you play in coach pitch, you do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
But I've seen a couple of them hit like that. Some of these young men, I remember seeing them play coach pitch a long time ago. 2-2 pitch by Fry. The curveball stays way inside. JT is fearless, though. He said, hit
That's
me
right.
with it, baby. 3-2 count. JT will take the walk, the error, the hit batsman. About time I said that a while ago, Austin Kelly got plunked.
Oh, no. And that one goes out of play.
That's his pitch over there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like, I think if it had
And
come down about another 6 inches.
Yeah, he's got an idea. He was trying to take that to left field. And, man, if you hit one down that line over the third baseman's head, we could organize a track meet or a marathon, either one.
Oh, my goodness.
3-2 pitch again from Fry. We don't have the pitch counts, and I can give you the girls softball pitch count. It's high, and JT has done it, and he's going to hustle down, but the catcher will get it. Look at him run. I've seen guys do that and get to second base. He gave it a good effort, but
he was extremely happy that he was so patient that he drew that walk.
Oh, that's good baseball right there. A good at bat. He worked the pitcher, made him use a lot of pitches. And I think between innings it may be time for me to get my Jackson Christian football shirt on.
I think it's getting close to that, Joe. I'm beginning to feel a little bit of that chill now after dark.
Runner at first, and a good runner. Fry holds him, though, and swinging, and we were ready. I tell you what, Austin Kelly was ready for that one. He would give $5 to get that pitch back.
Yes.
The reason I know he'd give $5 is that's all he's got in the hip pocket of his uniform. Austin, a fine young man. He wants to get the concession stand after the game, too.
Absolutely. He'll make a beeline over there.
Yes, he will. But he is a great basketball player, a great football player. Anything you want him to be, he can play. He's a great baseball player. Backed up Gage Boykin last year, but got some playing time doing other things. No pitch, and good. Umpire administered that one perfectly.
Exactly.
Both pitchers have taken a lot of time. We've had a lot of step-outs tonight, Steve.
Well, I know I was a little surprised when I got over here because I know you started a little late and we started late, but I was very, very surprised to see this one was only in the 3rd inning when I got over here.
And the curveball is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And we've had a lot of pitches thrown. Now, I don't think either pitcher, if we go 7, will make the 120 pitch count today. Don't you miss the pitch count, though, when we don't have it?
I do. I really do.
Thank you.
Because it really shows you just how much has been.
Chuck Ray is here.
Thank you so
much,
much,
And if you
Chuck.
haven't, there's a pitch that's a strike. If you haven't visited Chuck over at the concession stand and the cooking out.
Ooh,
I know what
it is good.
Yes. Oh, I can tell you, mine's good. I got the barbecue.
You got the barbecue. Well,
hot dog.
I
No,
tell
you got the hot dog.
I got the hot dog. You got the barbecue. But I can't get enough of the ballpark Franks here at Jackson Christian.
They are great. 2-2 pitch with a runner at first, no outs. Fry comes to the plate. Punched him out.
Well, I know that was frustrating for him.
I can tell you, I can see both the umpire's point and I can see Austin's point that he thought it was a ball. It was right there on that dotted line where you got to protect. Reed Cooper attempted a sacrifice bunt but got it back too close to the pitcher. He's really a good bunter. Just got to take it down the line. It's a little bigger lead, 1 step. Now JT edges back. He's not going, I don't think, on this pitch. Long time. And it's in the dirt, bounces up. Tell you what, Adams did a good job picking that one up, Steve.
I can tell you that the catchers over at the softball game, they were up and down, bending the knees all over the place tonight, both teams.
Good action, healthy activity. The President's Council on Physical Fitness would like that. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first, 1 out. Number 9 man in the order, wearing number 5, Reed Cooper. Walker Ray would be next. Doesn't want to ground into the double play here, and the Vikings are at double play depth. Fry looks, got his signal, bobs his head. He likes the pitch. Coming to the plate. Right into the parabolic mic.
Into the parabolic.
And there goes the eardrums. That's the second time, Steve, it's happened.
I thought we had an earthquake there.
And
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of that Andy Griffith episode where they said, it was off. It was off. Yeah, I thought it sounded real good.
2 balls and 1 strike. I think I'm saying something to the crowd. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Outside. Catcher, give Adams credit. He tried to get that one back inside a little bit. The old term for that used to be called jerking the mitt. Like now they like to say he framed the pitch, but you still got to yank it back in there a little bit. 3-1 with runner on first, 1 out. Paul Schultze's got too much food in his hand. It's illegal. Here's a foul ball off the bat of Reed Cooper.
There's never any such thing as having too much food in your hand.
I want him to share. He got some of that good popcorn.
He got real good popcorn there.
Folks, I'm telling you, come and visit our concession stand. It is great. The ball game is worth the price of admission. The addition is the great food we've got here.
I had steak nachos tonight back there.
Oh, man, they had barbecue, too. Up in the air. Will it stay in play? Pitcher, catcher gives chase into the dugout. Nobody caught it. It comes over. No snow cones being given out, so everybody takes their time.
No contracts at aisle 119.
That's right. I always wanted one of those contracts. I went to the little gentleman's room, and a foul ball came right where I was sitting the last time I was there. One of my friends got it. But he dropped it. He made errors. They didn't sign him up.
I'll have to tell you a story later about
3-2 pitch, and they're going to drive our runner back. And I don't blame them. That's the proper thing to do. JT Mullins got back in there. They thought that maybe JT and Chase McLean had hooked up on the idea that maybe we should run because it's 3-2 count. But you don't want to strike them out, throw them out. Reed Cooper up there. They go, oh, they got him.
Yep. Beautiful pickoff play.
Yep. So 1-3 and a pickoff play.
That takes away your scoring threat now.
Yep. And now Reed's up there with 2 outs instead of 1. And nobody feels worse than JT does right now. Guarantee you, folks. 3-2 pitch, got him. Now, because of the pickoff, I also get to say in this inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Score at the end of 4 full innings of play. It's all tied at 3 on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
She's a gladiator in high heels, always working for a good deal. A friend of clients, she'll find you just what you want. So if you own a home and you need it gone, or if you want a place to be your own, call Kimberly Evans 697-8558.
For RH Equipment, will be at 784-4720.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Don't forget about Reagan Real Estate, man. They can do the job and help you with the real estate. It's tight here. Not many houses for sale. They know where the properties are. They can sell your house and get you a great deal. Fayette Academy comes in the top of the 5th to bat. It's tied at 3. All their runs were scored back in the 3rd inning. We scored 1 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd to tie it up. A couple of goose eggs for both teams out there on the scoreboard. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Walker Ray working in his 5th inning. And this is Thomas Williams at the plate. Thomas fly deep to center in the 1st and then got on with a double. Scored in that 3rd inning. He is their DH and a very capable hitter. Now, Hayden Fry, the pitcher, does not bat. And I was checking something on that. This one is deep, but high enough. Easton Jones settles under it. He's got it looks like about 14 and a half feet from the fence. Now, how did I know that? Because I know where that edge of where it goes up higher is, and I lined it up like that. My geometry teacher would be proud of me. One out. Luke Jenkins coming to the plate. I've got to check something. And I was right. Here's a nice play. Can Reed Cooper get enough on it? No, and I'm going to give him a base hit.
Yep.
They will give him second base as it went in the dugout. Not what Jackson Christian wanted, but it's the proper call. That was Luke Jenkins. Hayden Fly has done a great job for them. I don't know how many pitches wished he did, and I apologize, but our game changer worked for the softball game but did not work up here, and we'll get that straightened out because we'll be back at Jackson Christian, I believe, next Tuesday, Steve. We got the same combo again.
I think we're here Friday.
Are we here this Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll check that. And that one, you heard it bounce off the screen. White quickly down to third, and at least he kept it in front of him, Zach Creasy. I got a text from Paul Schultz here. I'll check that because that.
What did it say? Watch your monitor.
No, this is from Paul a couple of days ago, and I can go back. Now we're going to talk everything over. Here comes Chase McLean out to talk to his pitcher.
That's what used to happen with Dizzy Dean and Pee Wee Reese when they would get off the track of what was going on in a game, and once the longtime director of CBS Sports, Tony Verna, sent them a wire during the game. He was out in the truck. He sent them a wire during the game and said, watch your monitor.
Hey, that's pretty good. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, tonight is the 19th. According to what Paul, unless we've added a game. Now, we could have added one. Tuesday, April 26th, we got Sacred Heart here for baseball and USJ coming for softball, and I believe that's senior night for the ladies.
There you go.
Now, you may have something newer than that.
I'll take a look at this in just a second.
Walker with a runner at second, got there on the throw that got away. Drilled up the middle with shortstop. Get it. Yes, Austin Kelly, the crow hop step over to first. Got him, and did you see the footwork by the nimble-footed Austin Kelly?
I'm telling you, and he never lost his concentration. That's one thing that can lead to errant throws is if you just lose your concentration, if it's a hard-hit ball like that, but he was so focused.
Absolutely. Great play, and, of course, J.T. Mullins playing first base, gloved it handily over there. Now this brings up another dangerous hitter, though, Caleb Adams, the left fielder. Now he's 1 for 2 tonight, but he had a big double back in the second inning, and I mean he had a big double. Here's the first pitch to him. A strike right there where left-handers don't like the pitch. That is the tough. Ted Williams said he hit 218 where that pitch was thrown.
And for him to be that precise about it, he knew exactly what he was talking about.
That's right. The 0-1 pitch will come in a minute. Long look by Walker Ray. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is fair. One run will straight to the plate, and a good piece of hitting. It'll be another double and a run-scoring double that breaks this tie. Told you that Caleb Adams is a very good hitter.
Boy, and that one, we had no real appreciable win here tonight, and that's one of the real reasons that thing stayed fair, because there's no wind that really could have blown that anymore over into the foul line going down the left field line.
Absolutely. Caleb Cliff coming up there, wears number 13. That's why that ball going in the dugout to give him the extra base is even more important. Another base hit. Let's see if they hold. They're going to send the runner. They're going to test the arm. Here's the throw, and now the coach comes up the line, holds him up. They were about to test the runner because you could see the third base coach waving him.
Oh, yeah.
That would not have been wise then, because I'm going to tell you what, Jack Collins came up in left field throwing.
Well, that was an excellent throw by Collins to hold that runner at third, because I thought they were going to send him.
Now we've got, is this a pinch hitter? I've got number 8 up at the plate, and that's usually Kosar. So, Steve, let's check the
Let's
lineup
see.
over here and see who 8 is. We're making change. Jake Grant has come to the plate. So, Jake Grant. Ooh, me. And I don't have a 7-second delay for that. Here's one up in the air. I think Jack Collins will make the play for the third out. He gloves it. But unfortunately, one big run did score on 2 hits. And the Vikings have taken a 4-3 lead at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th after these important messages on the Jackson Christian Network.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine. No more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
And coming up to bat should be the top of the order, Walker Ray, with a chance to help his own cause, trailing by 1 as a ball got into the dugout. And Steve, they didn't score that as an error. You have to score that as an error.
Oh, I definitely think so.
And now, again, I'm bad about using either the Southern League or the NCAA scoring manual, but there's not much difference in high school.
No, I really don't think so at all. And particularly if it's an obvious situation.
First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is a ball. Walker'd like to get on. We, again, don't have the pitch count. The game changer worked great for the girls who won 13-1 tonight. And that game will be archived on YouTube just like this one will be later tonight. And 3-0.
He works him to 3-0 count. You think he'd be going for this one?
You know,
take it all the way.
He probably should be taking all the way, but this is one young man that Chase McLean trusts on 3-0. But there wasn't any decision to be made.
No question about that one.
And with a walk, that's going to bring up Easton Jones, who had a big single and scored back in the third. Struck out in the first. Drama Bills, we still only have the 1 hit, though, and 3 runs. We manufactured one in the first inning. Of course, a little help on a blotched pickoff and a pass, not a pass ball, a wild pitch.
You take them any way you can get them.
And here comes is that Rodney or not? I can't tell. Let him get too far out without being able to see, and I think we're going to. If we don't have just a conference, they did have a pitcher an inning ago warming up down in the bullpen. We'll hold it here for a second if they do bring a new pitcher in. Now, I know part of what they're talking about is 1, coverage. 2, they're talking about Hayden Fly's release point. And to bring it down because he's thrown a lot of balls. He started the game early not throwing quite that many pitches for balls.
When you particularly to your leadoff hitter here in this inning and you're throwing in the 5th 4 straight balls, you just have to wonder if he may be getting a little bit tired.
Absolutely. So with a runner on first and no outs, it's Walker Ray, the infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. A nice strike there on that one. That was a good pitch. Hitter is Easton Jones. Of course, let's see. We'll check and see if Kosar, and he did, came back in at first, or did they move him around? No, they got Adams at first now. Left-handed first baseman. Outside. Catcher Adams wanted to come up throwing. Second baseman looks like still Klein. Shortstop for them is Jenkins. They won't take him out there. He's the number 4 hitter, and he had that big single back in that last inning.
Oh yeah, Joe, I'm beginning to see the blankets come out here tonight at Jackson Christian. Not as many as we had that night. It was about 38 when we were here, but there's a few of them out here.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count with no outs. Ray on first. Easton Jones got to protect that plate. You see him in the back of the box. Fly comes to the plate. Swinging strike. So with 2, that's 1 out. He got his money's worth out of the cut, but no contact.
Yep.
And Andrew Potts has come in. We do not know what has happened with Carson Holt, who has had an injury, and Andrew came in and pinch hit for him and walked his first time up. So he's 0 for 0 tonight. Andrew also hits out of the back of the box. Hits a number down the first baseline over the foul fence. So he's in the hole 0-1, and it was interesting. It looked like some type of breaking ball. And I know some pitchers that will throw the breaking ball to a small strike zone like that.
Yeah, particularly if they've had success with it previously.
And sometimes you have a tendency to overthrow your fastball and stuff. Now, if you're Nolan Ryan, you wouldn't care if they sent Eddie Goodell up. That was the 3'9" guy. You're going to throw the number 1.
You're going to throw. He was just going to rear back and fire.
This one fouled off, so Andrew Potts in the hole 1-2. Should I get on Paul for throwing equipment?
Paul may actually get a certificate from aisle 119 for that one.
He may. We'll have to get him. 1-2 the count with a runner on first and 1 out. Infield at double play depth. Long time in between pitches right now. Stare down kind of, and Andrew did the right thing. He stepped out. Very good.
Well, in a 1-run game, you want to get every advantage that you possibly can.
Is the home plate umpire and I the only 2 guys with short sleeves on? Swinging strike, and that's another strikeout.
I'm looking around this place, Joe, and I think that may be true. Paul Schulze has gone to the jacket.
Two outs, and the big man who could put Jackson Christian back ahead if he gets one. He walked his last time up, flied out in the first inning. And the pitch is outside. Boy, you can hear it popping on the parabolic mic. Worthy Roach, I don't know the exact number of cameras we got, but I can tell you this, we got more than 5. Did you know the other night when we did the game, we had more than UT had for their game?
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Paul does it right.
Absolutely. 2 balls, no strikes. Hear the chatter from the crowd. Also heard something that the FCC probably wouldn't like out of one lady.
Yeah.
We're
not going to name any names.
No. I think I know who said it, too.
Hit him.
And that one hit solid. But I can bet you the ethyl chloride doesn't come out.
No. Got him over maybe about the right side backbone there, just a little bit around the shoulder.
Now, if this was football, Chance King would be saying, hey, I'm an inside linebacker. I'm supposed to be doing that hitting. I think we're fixing to have a pitching change.
And
Things are starting to look like it, and there's all kinds of talk going on, and we see one man trotting off the field. We'll try to pick up changes. But it looks like Fly is fixing to head to third base. He's going to third.
And let's see who our new pitcher is. This is going to be Caleb Adams is moving over to pitch.
Caleb Adams, who is a left-hander. I think he put his first baseman's mitt in the dugout. Gives our hitters a little different look. 2 out in the inning. So Hayden Fly threw, 4 2/3, didn't he?
4 2/3.
He's responsible for the runners on base. And the new pitcher is Caleb Adams. We'll have to get all the changes. Moving over to first base now is Caleb Cliff. He was at third base.
And let's see who goes over to third.
Fly should be over there.
If he'll turn his back to me, I perhaps can tell.
That would be what I would be thinking, Steve, is that Fly is over there.
In case you have not heard, we mentioned a couple of times, but the Jackson Christian girls took the measure of Trinity Christian Academy 13-1 behind a 3-hitter by Maggie Richardson, and Trinity Brooks had 5, and then you see Eris, our camera operator, who is very happy to she's going to negotiate with her agent for a payment for that on-camera appearance. But it was a 13-1 victory, and Trinity Brooks 5 RBIs. She had a triple and 2 doubles, led off the game with a triple. So it was an outstanding performance, and it was called at 4.5 innings.
4-3, Fayette Academy leads with the new pitcher Caleb Adams, the left-hander up there. Gives you a little different look. Wyatt Jones, the tough little catcher, and the reason we say little, he's not tall, but he is built up. He lifts weights. Is in Alan Irvin's great weight program here at Jackson Christian. Plays outside linebacker. Some can play inside linebacker. Chance King has a nice lead. This one is high in the sky. Center fielder, though, is camping under it. Says that my camping license is good and catches it for the third out of the inning. And we wind up leaving 2 men on with no runs and no hits and no errors. 2 men left on base. And at the end of 5, it's 4-3. Fayette Academy leads Jackson Christian. We'll be back after these timely messages on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Steve Beverly with Coach Joe Holloway as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. And it'll be Carson Klein, the second baseman, coming up to hit. And Jackson Christian trailing 4-3. Walker Ray has thrown 90 pitches in this game, so this is going to be a crucial inning for him to try to keep that pitch count as low as he possibly can. 4 runs and 6 hits, no errors for Fayette Academy. 3 runs on only 1 hit and 1 error for Jackson Christian.
Klein is 0 for 2, Steve.
All right, so we got the bottom of the order, and then it goes back up to the top. And the pitch. That's going to be outside.
Offered to bunt, but I'm not sure it was real. I think he's trying to pull some people up.
I think half of the Jackson Christian girls faked a bunt tonight, and that one is going to go off of his ankle, and he's okay. There's no problem with that, but that one just got away from Walker.
That's one you don't want to do that to, because you don't need base runners and use up your pitches that way. And you've got a gentleman coming up. He's 0 for 3, scored after he got on with an error and a stolen base.
Jacob Walker, he is the left fielder. And the key thing for Walker Ray is to try to keep more runners off base. He faked the bunt, and they're going back to first with it, and he got him! Yes, sir! Quick snap throw that you had from Wyatt Jones down to first base, and a quick tag on that one, and that is a big, big play for JC.
It erases the runner at first, which helps. It also cuts down on Walker's pitches, too.
And the pitch. And that one goes around and hits the screen for strike 2. Boy, that is one of the most exciting plays when the catcher catches the runner taking too much of a lead and he fires it down to first base, and Wyatt just nailed him. And the 0-2. Strike 3 call. And he's just going to accept the tag. So, quickly, 2 outs. 95 pitches now for Walker Ray. And that brings up to the plate Reed Morris, the center fielder. He struck out his last time up in the 4th.
And actually, with Reed Morris, Reed is the one that got on with the error. Catcher's interference.
And bouncing ball to the shortstop and pulled him off the bag, but he got down and made the play for out number 3. So, as is Joe's favorite to call, and because of the fact that the runner was picked off, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. All right, going to the bottom of the 6th, it is Fayette Academy 4, Jackson Christian 3.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
You want to begin to see some movement in a rally on the part of Jackson Christian. You don't want to wait until that 7th inning. And so if they can bunch a couple of hits together and maybe a walk, could be huge for them right now. Zach Creasy, the third baseman, is up. And at the mound is Caleb Adams, who came in relief. Taking his time on the mound. And the left-hander delivers. Outside for ball 1.
Point out something that Adams does well. He hides his pitches well. You know, this is what caused the controversy Friday night in the UT game. The Alabama coach could see the way the pitcher was holding the ball.
And on the outside corner for strike 1, Adams came in relief in the 5th inning, and his job is try to keep the Eagles from being able to get any kind of a rally at all. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Fayette Academy. 3 runs, still only 1 hit and 1 error for Jackson Christian. But the big number that's important is that 3 on the R side of all of that. Adams shakes off 1 sign.
Now he steps out.
He steps off the mound.
Now, Fly cannot lose this game.
No.
If it stays like it is, the save will go to Adams.
And there's a drive that is going way back into right field, and the right fielder is under it and takes it. And he had to take a few steps over, but managed to nail it, and so that is out number 1. And J.T. Mullins coming up. He has walked. In fact, he's walked twice. He was caught stealing back in the 4th inning. JT, the left-hander. And he was going for the downs on that one, and it was just air. 0-1.
We need base runners.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get them, you need them. Adams the pitch, and it's in there for strike 2. That was a nice outfield shot that gave us the pitcher as well, and this is one of the best shots in baseball, is that one right behind the pitcher. Adams delivers, and foul tipped. I had a fellow that was trying to reach and grab it through the screen. He would have been an amazing one if he had done that.
Well, I have seen that's kind of new on me because I've seen them, hold people's legs and let them lean over and get them. But through the screen, that would be good.
The 0-2 from Adams. The stretch. Is he going to step off? No, it's going to be stepping out is Austin Kelly. Pardon me, JT Mullins. I was looking one line below on my sheet. The stretch and the pitch. And caught him looking for out number 2. Austin Kelly, the shortstop, still trailing by only 1 run. Austin would love to be able to get maybe a single or even an extra base hit to give Reed Cooper an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Even a 1-run game, though, when you've only had 1 hit, you're running out of innings and you're running out of opportunities. The pitch outside for ball 1.
And Steve, I spoke too soon. Game Changer has frozen up.
I think it's just, for some reason or another, it doesn't like us here this spring.
Well, it likes the girls' softball. I do know that. Anyway, we can make it without Game Changer.
All right, nobody on and 2 out. It's a 1-0 count to Austin Kelly. And that one's going to be fouled straight back against the screen. The catcher did not pick that up himself. It just bounced off the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelly was caught looking on strikes the last time he was up. And here comes the 1-1, and you can hear a lot of the noise, and that one's going to go almost in the same exact spot for strike 2.
Now, it will be interesting to see if we reach that point where Walker Ray has to come out. Will Austin Kelly come off shortstop to be the relief pitcher? JT Favera threw a lot of innings last night.
Here we go. This is a big one. The pitch. And that's going to go to the third baseman. It's a 2-hopper, and he fires it to first and gets him. So, once again, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Going to the 7th with Fayette Academy still on top of Jackson Christian 4-3.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Getting ready for the top half of the 7th, and the key thing for Walker Ray is just to hold them down at this point and not let this get to be any more than a one-run game, and to give his teammates an opportunity to see if they can put it all together in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. And that's going to go to the shortstop. That's a 3-hopper. And he fires to first and gets him. So good play, good patience on that one by Austin Kelly to nail him at first. Sometimes you can get a little bit too anxious and overrun the ball, but he was just very patient with that. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's bringing up Luke Jenkins, the shortstop. He had a single and scored what could turn out to be the lead run in this game, could be the winning run back in the 5th inning. Walker delivers into the dirt.
That was about a 59.5-foot pitch.
Yeah, you got it right on the money, Joe.
Walker has worked hard, but showing a few signs of getting a little tired right now.
He doesn't want to go 3-0 on this guy. And swing and a miss, strike 1.
Goes to the curveball, then great pitch by him.
He was way out in front of that.
Walker is a battler. They'll love him up at Bethel University next year.
Oh, man, what a great signing that is. And a little low. Ball 3, so he's gone 3-1. And I have to believe Jenkins, unless this is way outside, Jenkins is going to be going after this one. And that is fouled out of play over onto the right side near a couple of cars.
And this will be a magnificent effort if Walker comes back and gets his hitter.
Yeah, particularly going 3-1. So big pitch right here. And Walker delivers and struck him out.
Great job.
That one dipped appreciably, and so that's 2 away, and that brings up Grant Armour, the catcher, who grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. And the pitch. Just low in a shade outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. Got it right there in the outside corner for 1 ball and 1 strike.
Walker Ray, just found out, has 103 pitches. So he's got 17 left.
Yep, and you want to get these guys out as quickly as you can, and that's strike 2. That's 104.
Well, actually 105. They're behind on game day,
okay.
But this is official. 105 right
105 pitches right now, so you really want to get this guy out if you possibly can in case you are needed to go into an 8th inning.
And Armour's 1 for 3, the man up there. Thank goodness no runners on.
That's all right. And the pitch to Armour and struck him out.
Well, that had a little extra on there, Steve.
Yeah, he had just some juice on that one, and it was humming. So 2 strikeouts in the inning, and they got them all 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So we got a go get 'em Eagles. Our score going to the bottom of the 7th. Fayette 4, Jackson Christian 3.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story.
Go Eagles!
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
So we made another pitching change. Luke Jenkins, the shortstop, moves in to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th and try to get the save. Leading 4-3. Jackson Christian has only had one hit but managed to bunch together in an earlier inning. Particularly, they scored one in the first and two in the third and managed to keep this game very, very tight. And so we got Reed Cooper coming up. We want to get Walker Ray. Got to get Easton Jones. The whole 9 yards. Andrew Potts, Chance King, want to get them all up in this inning. Cooper looked at a called third strike in the 4th inning. So here we go to the 7th.
And Jenkins was the shortstop. Looks like they've still got Fly at third base.
At third, yeah.
They moved Caleb Adams back to first base. Now, I haven't been able to see the numbers, but I got a feeling that Carson Klein has moved over to shortstop.
Shortstop, yeah.
Do not know who the second baseman right now is.
All right, your second baseman, Reed Cooper. And the first pitch. Got him in the corner for strike one.
Looks like Jenkins has a good fastball. If he's a shortstop, he's got to be able to throw hard.
He's a tall guy. He's got some heat out there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's not messing around. He's brought 2 number ones.
No, he's not taking a lot of time on the mound. He's just ready to get it right on and get him out of here if he can. And the pitch. Boy, was that heat in that strike two. That's one of those that they used to talk about there. I didn't pick that one up.
Yeah. We've only got 1 hit, kind of like we did against Riverside Friday, Steve.
And that's low and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper still alive. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ray Cooper would like to get on any way he can.
You got it. And struck him out looking. And you could see the look of frustration on Reed Cooper's face as he departs. Walker Ray, the pitcher, trying to see if he can help his own cause here.
Yeah, he has 1 home run, I know for sure, on the season because we saw that one. Matter of fact, I think you made the call on that one.
They're moving. They're actually playing him, shifting him a little bit more toward right field.
I guess they feel that we can't get around on the young man Jenkins here, and he is bringing some serious heat.
Well, if he's the closer, he's surely demonstrating that to us so far tonight. No balls and 1 strike to Walker Ray. The pitch, low and into the dirt.
Now, I'll tell you something that you could do right here. I'm not so sure, and I don't want Walker to mess up his, but for me, I'd be stepping out just about every pitch, and just as soon as he got to a certain point before the pitch is allowed.
And that's in the outside corner for 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now you got to get a piece of this pitch if it's anywhere close.
Yeah, no matter what you do, you got to go after this one. And the pitch. And it's tapped high bounce to the third baseman. He goes to first, and they got him.
It's one of those Baltimore chops.
Seemed to be just high in the air, and it's almost as if it's never going to fall, and it's one of these that you got to be right on it to be able to snag it if you're the third baseman, and he did. So here is what could be the last hope for the Eagles. The center fielder, Easton Jones, his last time out, he struck out.
He's 1 for 3 with a run scored.
And they managed to nail 6 straight Eagles. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Boy, was he delivering heat.
I'd like to see the radar gun or have one. Paul, we need to get a radar gun in our budget.
He's giving us a thumbs up.
Very good. We'll look for it next year.
Jenkins the pitch, and it's on the corner. Strike 2. So Easton has got to make this one happen, or the night is over. And the pitch, high for ball 1.
You can hear that thing popping at our parabolic mic, one of the added features of Worthy Road Studios. What a great job they do.
And here's the pitch from Jenkins. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Jones still alive. Andrew Potts would be next. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is it. So, in the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base, and a terrific job in relief to get the save for Luke Jenkins. And your final, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Fayette Academy, 3 runs on 1 hit and 1 error for Jackson Christian. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this timeout.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Southern Family Dentistry provides a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to full dental reconstruction and now prepless veneers, they're there when you need them. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook or call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry. We want to make you smile.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Well, back we are. I'm sorry, Joe.
Well, it's okay. I was just going to tell them we have gotten hold of some official stats now, and Steve had to work the first part of the game, and so his score sheet was a little blank because I don't write fast enough to do 2 sheets at the same time. And so we now have some official stats.
Yeah, that's what happens when you move over from it was a crazy night when it came to when these games were going to start, and for a variety of reasons that we'll mention as we wind up. For Fayette Academy, that wins it 4-3. The big gun tonight was Caleb Adams. He was 2 out of 3 with an RBI. He was the only one who got 2 hits. And they were held to 6 hits in the game tonight, so it was not a bad pitching job at all by Walker Ray. He scattered 6 hits and went all the way for the Eagles, but it just simply happens that tonight the runs were all put together in a little bit of a clump for Fayette Academy, and the big one came, of course, if you look back at our sheets, the big one came in the 5th inning when they got a double and 2 singles, and that managed to do the difference. It was a 4-3 game. Thomas Williams had 2 RBIs in the game. He went 1 for 4 and scored. And also they had 2 walks, and, I mean, look at this. Walker struck him out 9 times. 9 strikeouts tonight. So it don't put it on his back. It was just a case they could not – you're held to 1 hit. You cannot put that together usually in most instances and come away with a victory. Absolutely, Steve. And then making 5 errors, and on some of those errors we couldn't pick the ball up quick enough to hold somebody, and they would get an extra base out of it. Though the defense, people underestimate the value of it. Walker Ray threw 107 pitches, 72 of them were strikes. That's usually usually enough to win a game. Yeah, and only 32 batters faced him, and it's amazing. Of course, they used 3 pitchers tonight. Their first pitcher, Fly, was 109 pitches. He only threw 55 strikes. But we also got a runner or 2 picked off, and we were very judicious, or we gave them some things. But 3, 1, and 5, as Steve told you, and that's 5 big errors, and you can't do that. Walker Ray was 0 for 2 tonight, but he did walk twice. He scored a run. Easton Jones was 1 for 4, scored a run, had an RBI. Andrew Potts was 0 for 1 tonight. He walked once. And Chance King only had 1 official plate appearance. He did walk. Wyatt Jones, the catcher, only 2 official plate appearances and did walk. Zach Creasy, 0 for 3.
JT Mullins was 0 for 1 because he had 2 unofficial appearances as walks. And Cooper, that's Reed Cooper, he scored 1 run. He was 0 for 3, got on and scored after that fielder's choice. So 1 hit, 3 runs, 20 at-bats for the Eagles. We had 7 bases on balls. Unfortunately, we also struck out 10 times. That kind of hurts. A pretty good pitching performance by Walker Ray. 5 errors, though, is like giving them 5 extra hits plus base advancement. You got the ball. One of the key plays is when the ball went in the dugout. That's not any of our players' fault other than we didn't stop it from going in there. The throw may have led to it, not getting to the ball. There's a couple of things went wrong, and that's just an oddity in that game. And they used 3 pitchers, and I thought, with barring the errors and not being able, Steve was so right about bunching a hit in there or something, anything that would have gotten another run or 2 home. But we didn't do that, and great ball game. And I've got to check with Paul. Your schedule shows we'll be back here Friday night. I do not have that on my schedule. Are we back here Friday night for Chester County? Yeah. He says yes.
So we'll be here for Friday night baseball, and we invite you to join us for that. And, Joe, as you mentioned, just to wrap up from this end, it was just one of those things. When you have 5 errors, unless your offense is really hopping, it's just hard to overcome that kind of performance. But we'll see what happens when they get back here Friday night against Chester County. And just to remind you, in case you did not hear or didn't get a chance to see it, Jackson Christian girls, they just absolutely dominated Trinity Christian Academy 13-1. They got 8 runs on 8 hits in the first inning and then put 5 more together in the third. So it was called at the end of 4.5 innings. It was one of those situations, Joe, that tonight it was just one of those strange nights because the game's supposed to start at 5 o'clock, and all of a sudden we discovered that there was not an umpire available, and they had to make massive numbers of calls and finally got one from Haywood County to come up. So the game didn't start until right before 6:30. It was played very fast. 67 minutes was, in fact, the game time on that.
Yeah, and here's a little recap for the girls. Came Trinity Christian Lions. Varsity fell behind early and couldn't come back in a 13-1 loss to Jackson Christian on Tuesday. Jackson Christian scored on a double by McKinley Arnold, a double by Maggie Richardson, a double by Bailey Robinson, and a double by the slap-hitting Trinity Brooks. And that's not offensive, folks, to call her slap hitter. She's a very good left hand. She slap bunts, she slap hits, and she is very talented.
She had a triple and 2 doubles and was just really – and made a couple of fantastic outfield plays, including one where she went all the way from I would probably estimate about maybe 3 feet from the left field line all the way into nearly straightaway center field to pick up one. And it was just really a dominating performance tonight, 13-1. We had 1 home run in that contest from Trinity Christian Academy from Avery Jo French. Yes. She managed to get underneath one, and it went over the right center field wall. So congratulations to her. And even though her teammates were down at that point 13-0, they all were just surrounding her at home plate. So
that's an exciting thing. She's their shortstop, and of course, some of you know Hannah Yarbrough on their team from playing basketball. She played on that team that went to the state and got to play Webb in the semifinals. We'll editorialize about Webb. I'm going to take up for the TCA girls. They played an international team, which the TSSAA should be ashamed for allowing them to pull the stunt that Webb has pulled. Trinity sent a very good team. Brooks went 2 for 2 for us to lead Jackson Christian in hits. Jackson Christian was sure-handed, didn't commit a single error, and Arnold made the most plays with 7 in the game.
It was really a dominating performance, and I think unquestionably you worried a little bit about the fact that with emotionally you're set for a game to start at 5 o'clock. And how would it affect either team in that case? It apparently did not affect Jackson Christian at all because even though it was about 90 minutes late getting started, they just went right to the offense right off the bat and got those 8 runs in the first inning of play. And it was game, set, match really at that point.
Absolutely. Steve, Jackson Christian wins at Fayette Academy. They come here and win here. It keeps us on pace, but we didn't improve ourselves in the region standings either. Trinity, though, took a loss last night against Tipton Rosemark.
Yep.
We split with Tipton Rosemark earlier in the season, and we split with USJ. So this is going to be an interesting district this year.
Absolutely. In fact, it's so well balanced that it really could go on a turn just like this one tonight, 4-3, and you got to hand it to Jenkins for having that amazing seventh inning in which he just threw the heat, and it was just no match for the way he was throwing those fastballs there in the seventh inning and got the save on that. But, Joe, I think it's about time for us to take it home because I think the fans are about getting ready to go home.
How did we get here as announcers tonight?
We got here in in a variety of ways. Let's just say that.
That's an interesting way I put that a while ago.
But we enjoyed being with you tonight, both softball and here at baseball. And we hope to see you again Friday night when we are here against Chester County. It should be a very fun evening. And, Joe, I look forward to being here with you.
Absolutely. And, of course, what a great broadcast. Our buddy Christopher Reason, I don't know how he can get better every game.
But he does.
Summer Sturgis did the softball game over there. Cameras were Billy Boland and Eris Hollingsworth. What a great crew that we've got. Steve Beverly is a pleasure to work with. And Steve and I probably have too much fun, but, Paul, we're not giving you any money back. And, of course, Coach Joe Holloway. The executive producer is the one and only Paul Schultz.
The Rune Arledge of Worthy Road Sports.
He is a little bit of everything. At least he's not Howard Cosell.
No, that's right.
Now, this broadcast is copyright. You can see that on the screen there, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. Folks, we've enjoyed it. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night, all.